Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here with
The Walkthrough King.
I am in Savannah and my nephew is in a Savannah biome. It's just not the same Savannah biomes. That said, we don't really have enough time here to go actually track each other down, and he didn't want us to like kill off from the void and spawn back home or something just yet. So what we're going to do, we'll continue looking for the icy biomes, villages, things of that nature, I guess each of us from our own respective areas. But this is kind of like part 3 of our version 0.9.0 update, and what this is going to be, why don't you tell everybody?
It's going to be what we are hoping for in future updates. And I know I'm going to get comments saying, don't hate Mojang. They do. I'm not hating Mojang. I'm informing Mojang.
Yeah, okay. First thing, it would be nice if this little crashing issue was fixed. Not a big deal. They'll get that worked out, I'm sure, pretty quick. But the first thing I want to say is, with the infinite world, while it's extremely awesome, it's going to complicate things because of two facets.
As right now.
Yeah, we can't get back together, and then it also, sometimes when we get disconnected, it takes forever to load. So you may look at the screen for a long time. I don't know. But the two things that I feel like they need to do to compensate for the infinite world, which is awesome, is they need to give us the coordinates, X, Y, and Z. That would be the base way to do this, because then when you get separated from your friends and whatever you might be doing, you can work towards a common point. You can document like, okay, we spawned here, this is our base, let's all head back that direction, and you eventually would get where you're going. Luckily I spawned back in, so you have something to look at. But the second thing that ties in with that is if we had like basic command prompt stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like maybe someone like the hardcore crazy end of it, but just like the teleportation would be fantastic.
Like, kill One of Wisdom.
Yeah, like if my nephew was still above the ocean, I could teleport him to me, and we would be in the savannah and could explore it. If he goes out and finds a tundra or some biome or a village, we could teleport him. When I was in that cave that had the crazy monster in him, I could teleport him to him. So those two, they weren't really necessary in the previous versions of Pocket Edition, because there was nothing this expansive that would really mandate that. You just walk around for maybe 5 minutes, you'll find your buddy's base. It might take some time, it might be concealed, but you can pull it off. This, not happening. So that's kind of my two things right off the top of my head now. What else do you want to add to that?
I'd like to add, spawn 1,000 zombie things. I know it would crash the thing, but
yeah.
And also, can I go on a different issue?
Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I'd like to have placeable redstone in command blocks even. So I don't know, you could make Mario versus Sonic using redstone in Pocket Edition.
Yeah.
And then I'd also like I guess
running out of memory.
yeah, I'd like those messages to go away.
We've done some crazy things. There's places in some of our save files on Pocket Edition that you literally do not have ground that either doesn't have massive amounts of blocks on it or has been decimated with TNT. I don't really know how it works. It usually doesn't coincide with getting kicked off or locked down or anything, so it's kind of an interesting situation. But that would be nice. Going with what my nephew is hitting on. Obviously, the closer this thing gets to the PC version, the better. I'm sure the PC version, for reasons, should be fairly obvious. Your capacities, things of that nature, will probably always have some things over this one. But, like he mentioned, Redstone's been in the game a while. It wouldn't have to be like super complicated, but it
Like-
would be nice if we could do like the arrow traps or tripwires, steel doors. When I was building that castle, I was thinking, man, that would have been awesome to have like a non-wooden door for that.
Yeah, and then
Just little things like that.
Oh, I forgot. Yay. And then what else do we want? The lag needs to be fixed.
Yeah, and again, a lot of that may be just this is like the first time this has happened. It's a brand new update, yada yada.
And like Redstone started out that useless block nobody mines, and now it's like mine this, and you can do some stuff like I don't know, powered rails, at least a redstone block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great. I'm in a cave.
Oh wow, I found a cave too.
Oh,
Well, this isn't much of a cave. This is like a really lame one, like you found out. It's like a coal mine, a hole in the sand. I have to wonder, like that block AI they talked about. I wonder if you were just walking over the portions of this, it might just like collapse and kill you.
what?
You know how like I've been in the mines and I've had like the gravel just randomly drop on me?
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering, there was like a hole in the world over here. I wondered if it like wasn't sand like dropped in on someone when they walked across the beach. What else would you like
So
to see?
you're saying we're not the first people to play on this server?
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, I wondered if, that's kind of what they were trying to, like, insinuate happening or something.
I thought you were trying to say, like, people reuse servers.
Something, okay, if the wolf is here, you gotta think that the ocelot can't be too far behind. Did you just crash?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be disconnected here in just a few seconds. That's something else weird, like, he crashed quite a bit ago. Okay, and just now got me disconnected. So, and we do know if you're crashing all the time, what you can do is actually scale back your viewing distance. Like
mine is at 4 and I'm still crashing.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, you don't want to scale it all the way back, but like if you have it maxed out, scale it back and you shouldn't crash as much. So that's kind of one of the little quirks here early on.
Yeah.
It is important to remember this is day one. So there's going to be little things like this, but...
and then with, like, 0.8.0, they basically made 0.8.1, like, a few days later, basically fixing all of these bugs.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they'll do the same with Pocket Edition, and I'm hoping they're going to watch this video. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to get all this stuff taken care of. Now, like things like the coordinates or the teleport commands or something like that to kind of offset the infinite world, that may actually be reserved for like future upgrades. They said that all the coming updates are going to come like way, way faster
than this one.
Yeah, this one was like their big rollout for Pocket Edition, and I mean
like,
it added a ton of stuff.
What was it, like
everything?
7 months?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I mean, just the infinite world. I mean, you could imagine, I'm sure, how tedious of an undertaking that one was. The Endermen are finally available. That's my nephew's favorite mob. Lots of new blocks. If we can ever find frozen areas, we're gonna look for the ice spikes.
I'd also like golems, like iron golems
that'd be
and snow
sweet.
golems.
Something I'd like to see is like the desert temple, the jungle temple. They could be in this. I don't know. I haven't seen it mentioned, but and they're not really inhabited by anything. But then again, they would have redstone traps and triggers, so maybe that's why they didn't add them just yet. But, that would be cool. It doesn't seem like that would be too terribly hard.
I mean, it would be in, the redstone update.
Yeah.
Like they did the TNT update, and now they did the Minecraft version, the Minecraft making Minecraft amazing update.
Speaking of all that, something I think would be really cool, and again it ties into the infinite world, it is basically if we had boats.
Yes.
This ocean is literally vast and deep.
I think, I get you can have the option to make world's old, but it seems like you should have the option for a wall.
Yeah, that would be cool too, because then you could still play PvP. I'm just gonna finally leave the Savannah region and set out for whatever we may find or not find. But the boat, and then something else, with the wolf coming into play, and thinking we'll see the ocelot. What is another animal that you think we will see that could help us cover some ground quickly by land?
Horse.
Correct. Would be cool to see the horse come down the pipeline at some point. So
I mean,
if they did this, if they gave us...
I found your glowstone tower.
You serious? I just left it.
No, it's
we crashed.
It's my mossy cobblestone.
Oh.
I'm at 2%, so do you want to...
Yeah, we'll wrap this up. Those are some of the things we'd like to see. You've been disconnected. I'll just leave y'all on this screen, I guess, for a little bit. But that's just us rambling through a little bit, 10, 12 minutes here, whatever it may be. Kind of some things we would like to see. What we want you to do in the comments down below, if you play Pocket Edition. This isn't for PC people. Like, oh, PC is the master race. This is horrible. You have to realize this is something...
We need to have, like, things where you can put monster spawners down in your regular world, like in Pocket Edition and PC. We need... I don't know.
Yeah, but you have to always keep in mind, Pocket Edition is portable. Where Minecraft on the PC is awesome, it's got better features, yada yada. We'll give you that, but... you can't take it in the car with you. Technically, you could. But, not many people are going to run around with a desktop tower and a huge monitor in the back seat of a car and deal with the glare. On a mobile device, a tablet, a cell phone, whatever it may be, this works really, really well. It's just like the 3DS. You don't expect it to have the same graphic capabilities as the Wii U. Same thing here with the Pocket Edition. It's not full-on Minecraft PC, but it's getting closer and it's getting better, so always keep that in mind.
And there's some things that just can't handle, like, you may want a ghast. Okay, how about you try programming 10 bajillion things that shoot fireballs that explode?
Yeah, but what we want you to do, we know there's a lot of you out there that play Pocket Edition. Maybe that's all you've got. Maybe you don't have PC, or you're not allowed to have it and you just have the Pocket Edition. What we want to know is what you would like to see. Obviously, we could go on for a long time, but the video, his iPad's at 2%, and it would kill off anyway. So we're going to end it a little prematurely, but that gives us more time to get your feedback. And like we said, my biggest deal, I never really thought we would have like the infinite world, and it literally is infinite. That's why we're lost right now.
Like even in PC, it's technically infinite, but there's this thing where blocks aren't even real anymore. This one is literally infinite.
Yeah, and what I'm getting at, like the biggest asset to fully take advantage of the infinite world is going to be the coordinate system, which I think that would be... I would think it would be fairly easy. I could be wrong, but it seems like that would be easier to add in as opposed to teleportation or commands. But that would be super nice, and then just getting down to basics again, a boat and a horse would be super cool. I think we'll see those things eventually. Obviously, getting all this in one crack, this is a lot more than I thought they would ever do for Pocket Edition. And I think my nephew feels the same way, so we're pretty stoked about it. Eventually, we
I
may...
also feel like they're hinting the end in a future update.
Yeah, I feel the same way there, and I also, what we're going to do, we'll either kill ourselves and get back together, or something will happen. But I promise, as we go through, when we find a village, when we find an abandoned mine shaft, when we find different biomes, we won't make you scale the ocean with us. That's going to get old really fast for people. But when we find something cool, we'll just kind of stay put, and then we'll come back in and record it as soon as possible. That way you'll get to check out more things. So this little update series is not done. Sadly, we don't have an infinite amount of free time. So again, main thing we want here from you now is...
the main parts are done.
Yeah, the main parts are done. We've got a lot of spin-offs coming, but the main thing we want to do now, I know you're probably tired of looking at this screen, is just let us know what you want.
Well, you finish.
I was going to say, we also need you to subscribe to my nephew. Help him get up to 100. If you subscribe to him, I guarantee you will see some very cool things we will be doing with version 0.9.0. So it's definitely something advantageous for you to do.
And then, as for our Mythbusters series, we have a lot of things we could do for that series. So, leave in a comment what you want us to do, like maybe Granite versus TNT, Enderman versus TNT, stuff like that.
Yeah, but for myself, one of Wisdom and the Walkthrough King, thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to check out both channels. He's got a blog at
thewalkthroughking.blogspot.com.
You can check out my site, oneofwisdom.com. Again, we will be back with much more on Minecraft Pocket Edition update.
Version 0.9.0.
And until then, we will catch you